We are back, and now it's time for us to go across to Tobago, where we are live and chatting with Coris Nancis, the founder of the Fibroid Association, Fibroid Awareness TT. Good morning, Coris.
Hi, good morning.
And thank you so much for joining us across
Thank you
Tobago.
for having me.
Yes, I know that you're having an event with regard to fibroid and pregnancy awareness. But before we go into the event and give the details for the event, I know that you have a very interesting story why you are speaking so much about fibroids and wanting to bring awareness to fibroids.
Yes, Lisa. So my journey with the Fibroid Awareness Foundation, Fibroid Awareness Trinidad and Tobago, started when I just moved to Jamaica. I was diagnosed with fibroids. I had just started my university journey. I was pretty young. So it was something out of the ordinary, at least at that time, because of my age and how advanced the fibroids were.
How old were you at the time?
I quickly learned.
How old were you at the time, Coris?
I was 19, going on 20.
Okay, so it was pretty young.
Pretty young, yeah. And my uterus was distended to that of a 6-month pregnancy.
Okay.
So it was pretty bad. I mean, it never showed because of my anatomy, which I credit to my mom. She never looks pregnant or heavily pregnant when she is. So I guess it's the same. Notwithstanding, I quickly learned that there was no real support or awareness organization there in Jamaica, and neither at home. By the time I finished my degree in media and communications, I focused on fibroid awareness for my final project. That was in 2009. Fast forward to 2018, after I completed my surgery in 2014, and then I did a fellowship with the US government. I was a Community Solutions Program Fellow. I really went full throttle into formally launching the foundation, but the work to support and create awareness, support women and create awareness, started in 2014, immediately after I had my major surgery to remove the fibroids.
And what were some of your symptoms when you were diagnosed with having fibroids?
So I've always had very painful cycles, but you know, cultural inaccuracies teach us that period pain is normal.
Right.
So it's normalized. I also had heavy bleeding, but because I was not aware, I thought that was also normal.
And you know,
so
sometimes people say because you're so young, the heavy bleeding comes, you know, some people believe the younger you are, or if you're nearing menopause, for example, you may be bleeding heavier than normal, and it may not necessarily be so.
Right, but in my instance, it certainly was the fibroids. There were other hormonal telltale signs, but we just attribute those things to puberty, that kind of thing. But I was pretty active, so I was very slender, but the heavy bleeding and the pain for me was excruciating. But again, because of the cultural inaccuracies, we just normalize it. We think it's okay. By the time the fibroids were removed, there were more than 50.
Wow.
The largest being the size of a baby, a literal baby.
Wow.
That was in 2014. But my surgery was a myomectomy, so my womb remained intact. And now I'm really just on this journey to educate women and girls. So a big project we have is the school outreach called the Confidence Project, where we target young girls so that they can be armed with the information. And of course, we have the support group meetings and awareness seminars, one which is coming on Wednesday.
Tell us more about
focusing on fibroids and pregnancy.
Tell us more about the conference that's happening, the seminar that's happening on Wednesday, 31st of July.
All right, so for the year, we already focused on fibroids and food. Foods that you can eat to help to better cope. Some persons say they may help to prevent. In this instance, we really just want to arm women with information. And in doing some research, one of the doctors who supports the organization Dr. Marielle Armstrong. She will be presenting on Wednesday. She shared with me some information. So there was a brief study done in 2015, in the months of September and October, that looked at the women that came to the clinic at the Scarborough Regional Hospital.
Yeah.
And fibroids was the largest issue. So in both months, 34% out of approximately 250 women presented with fibroids.
So you're inviting these women to come on Wednesday to get more information.
All women yes. to come and to learn about fibroids and how they can impact or not impact pregnancy, because although you may have fibroids, you can have a normal pregnancy. So we just want to support and encourage women that, you know, there is information out there and there is hope. We also have a mom, Miss Luanda Jody Balfour. She's a new mom who had fibroids and recently had a baby. So she will also be sharing with women on Wednesday.
And where is it going to be held?
It's going to be held at the Scarborough Library, the audiovisual room. We start at 4:30 p.m. because the library has a closing time. And of course, we want to get as much information out and for women to network and share and feel the support and also share support.
And is there a cost attached, or do persons just turn up?
Absolutely free. The work that we do, we work on our fundraising and we really try to keep our costs at minimals because we just want the information out there. So it's absolutely free. Visit our website, www.ttconfidenceproject.org, and you can register there. And we're only asking for persons to register so that we can adequately prepare. And of course, you can be kept abreast of all that's happening with our foundation.
All right. So
we hope to come to Trinidad soon as well.
We're looking and waiting for you, Corey's Nancy's. There, we're going to leave it there. And remember to go on out. Congratulations on the work that you're doing. Go on out this Wednesday, 31st July at 4 p.m. at the Scarborough National Library. You can go out and get information. Maybe not just women, but men too, because men may have women in their lives that they want to share the information with. So some good work being done there at the Fibroid Awareness TT Foundation with Corey's Nancis, the founder in Tobago. All right, so we're going to take in a few messages and come right back